Hello and welcome to the latest episode of the Xbox Simulation Gaming series. What I'm trying to do here is figure out what's going on with my driver and my other truck. I sent him on a job and it looks like he hasn't finished it yet. I don't know how to tell. Please let me know in comments where I can check if my driver has finished his job. But I can tell I have not received the money for the job yet. But anyways, last week we started a conversation under the last video, and my problem with this game is how long it takes to look at the right mirror. See, it takes about 2 seconds for the mirror to come into view, and while driving, this can be a problem, especially at high speeds, like when 90 kilometers an hour when you're on the freeway, on the autobahn. This can become a problem. Also, I find it difficult, like with the controller, trying to navigate the movement of my head. I can go up and down rather than just going straight right. Well, slightly diagonally, I guess I would. I'm never sure that I'm gonna take a straight right I'm talking about the movement of my head. And I understand this can be very easy to some other people, but for me it is not. Like, using the controller to control my head, this is not, I find it very difficult. But anyways, I'm gonna try driving the truck again, just with fairly normal view, I guess, instead of pulling back the seat so I can see both mirrors. So right now, I guess when I turn right, I want to see that right mirror. I want to see where the back of my truck is. I want to turn, and when I'm going so slow, I guess it is fairly easy, but at higher speeds this can be problematic for me. And there were some pretty good suggestions under last video. One of them was the TrackIR 5. And I want to know if any of you uses TrackIR 5, if that works with this game in particular on Xbox. Please let me know if you do, or if you've heard if it works. Another thing that was suggested was VR headset, and I'm not sure what kind of headsets exist, VR headsets for Xbox. The only thing I could find was HoloLens. Does anybody here uses HoloLens? Does it work with this game? Please let me know in the comments below. So here you can see how I pretty much lose control right away as soon as I look at the right mirror. It's just, it's hard to keep an eye on the road and look at the mirror at the same time. In real life, that's pretty easy. Here, it takes a lot. Now, it is good to be able to look at the mirror even if you're going straight. Even right now, there should be nobody on the right side. That's okay. But I can look at, for example, the lanes on the road. That can tell me exactly where my truck is. It would allow it, and I'm losing control pretty quickly. It would allow me to better learn the size of my truck and like where it is situated on the road. So you do need to drive it a little bit to get used to it, I guess. And also, you'd probably need to drive it in the same settings, the same view. And yes, I just use the button to look straight, but that also confuses me. I find it much easier on both Truck Driver and especially on Bus Simulator 18. They have this option to peek left and right. That keeps your head at a straight right or left movement. It doesn't roam up and down, so it's easy. That's for peek left and right. And also, most importantly, for the mirrors, you can put them on screen. It's an option on the game. I always use it, and I find that this is the most realistic way to have a driving experience on a flat screen. Like in real life, it's very easy to look at your right mirror. Here, I find it very difficult. And please let me know in comments, what do you use to look at the right mirror? Do you use the controller? Do you use any kind of VR headset or anything? Please let me know what works for you. I really want to know what works on Xbox, but even if you are playing on PlayStation 4, please let us know what you use, what works there. We do know that steering wheel support is working on PlayStation 4. Unfortunately, we still don't have that on Xbox, and that's a big problem for me, I guess. Well, I cut this guy off pretty bad, but the good thing is he didn't hit me. Now, what I'm missing here is my right mirror. Like, after I pass this guy, I want to be able to see, and I crash right away. Yeah. The good thing is the AI is operating way better. Before, if I cut this guy off, he would not have slowed down. He would have hit me and probably dragged me and spin me around. He didn't this time, and I'm talking about this bus in the mirror there. But I would really love to have an easier way to see my right mirror. Please let me know what works for you in comments. However, please be respectful to me and to anyone else commenting under the video. Now, I do understand that some people hate this game, some people love it. That's okay. Different people will have different opinions. There is no right or wrong answer here. And different people will like different things. I really would like to see on-screen mirrors on this game. This is what I think would make it really realistic for me. That doesn't mean that other people cannot have other opinions, and I respect that. Like, if you don't like the on-screen mirrors, that's totally fine, first of all, with me, and it should be fine with you if you don't like them, and I do. What I want to see on this game is the option for this mirror to be available to put them on, not that they are on all the time and you don't have the option to put them on or remove them, which is the case with both Truck Driver and Bus Simulator 18. But wow, I'm very impressed with myself here. Was able to push my seat back while driving the truck, and it didn't crash once. But the main problem remains the steering wheel support. I don't enjoy at all trying to drive this truck using the controller. And if you do enjoy it, that's perfectly fine. I mean, I don't understand it, but hey, if you like it, good for you. A little bit outside view, see if I can control the truck from here. Usually, when I look from the back, I can drive it fairly. I mean, I'm driving like a drunk dude, still driving. I haven't crashed yet. But once I start moving around the truck is when I usually lose control. Let's try to keep it straight here. Okay, now I'm gonna crash. And these highways here are pretty nice. They're pretty straight, but even with the little turns they have, it is very annoying trying to take them with using the controller. Also, what is wrong with this left lane huggers? Like, you wouldn't see that on the Autobahn in Germany. Like, trucks in the left lane just sitting there doing 80 kilometers an hour. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I would like to see them over in the right lane. But back to the comments under the video. Please be respectful, and any disrespectful comments will be deleted. And yes, I think I will enjoy this game if I could drive the truck using my steering wheel. Now I do have a steering wheel, and I also do have other games that I can play using my steering wheel, which is probably why I find it very annoying to play this one. Here we go again, passing the guy. I think it's very nice to be able to see him in the right mirror and knowing when to switch lanes. So I'll probably, if the on-screen mirrors are not available in this game, I'll probably drive it in this view. I do realize it's not what you would normally see in real life, but in real life, again, it's very easy to take a look in your right mirror, and I don't know how else I can make it easy. So please let me know in the comments again what and how, what do you use, how do you use it, how it works for you. And I understand that steering wheel is fairly expensive, although probably not as expensive as any VR headset or truck AR. So this is the other reason why I think having the option to have the mirrors on your screen would be a good thing for the game. It would make it more easily accessible, easy to play for more people who maybe don't have the means to buy all this extra things required to really enjoy the game. Extra gadgets, I should say. And yeah, I think any of those things, Trackire, HoloLens, they're pretty expensive. I am not ready to jump into buying any of them right now. The first thing I want to know if it will work, because I don't want to spend all the money and then find out that it doesn't work with this game. So this is why I'm asking you guys here, if anybody uses any of those things, let me know how it works. Does it work? Have you tried it and it didn't work? Please let me know in the comments below. And also, please let me know if you would like to see on-screen mirrors on this game. Would you use it if it was there? And also, please go ahead and add any other suggestions you can think of. Anything you think the game is missing right now, just leave it in the comments below. And we are getting pretty close to Rostock. I think in this episode we'll be able to finish this delivery. This orange sky I find really weird. Not really a problem. I mean, this is not something that would stop me from playing the game, but I really hope that it would get fixed at some point. And yes, there was no updates this week. Nothing has changed since last week. The last update was the 1.05. And yeah, it's quite unfortunate that 15 weeks after this game was released on consoles, we, the Xbox players, still don't have steering wheel support. I mean, that's the biggest thing. And yeah, I don't find this game fun to play at all because I have to play it with a controller. And that's the main reason also why I would prefer to play Truck Driver. Truck Driver, I can use my steering wheel. Now, this game still, even at this stage, has a lot of stuff going that are way better than Truck Driver. Like, for once, the ginormous map. That, like, it's way bigger, and Truck Driver's map is like minuscule. It's like super small. So that's way better, but still, like, if I had to drive, like, I prefer to drive in circles in Truck Driver using my steering wheel rather than driving here with a controller. So I mean, yeah, it's a huge map, but if you can't drive it, it's not really that much of an advantage. One thing that is really good is the fact that you can adjust your seat. You can't do that on Truck Driver, and I think this is a huge advantage. And not only that, but also the management part. Like in On the Road Truck Simulator, you manage your own company, you hire, fire employees, buy and sell trucks. In Truck Driver, you can only buy trucks, and you're the only one that can drive them. You never see another truck on the road. I mean, there are many different kinds of vehicles right now that you do see on the road, and I feel like even there is a bigger diversity than on the road, because on the road you really have vans, cars, and trucks. In Truck Driver, you have like cube vans, buses, you have tractors. So there's a good variety, but you don't have any other trucks. You're pretty much the only truck in all of the Truck Driver world. And traffic on the freeway is pretty good on Truck Driver. You don't see people clogging the left lane. Usually things are moving pretty fast in the left lane. Yes, you do see sometimes people passing on the right, but you do have vehicles moving at different speeds. You have cars sometimes going like well over the speed limit, which is 120. So yeah, they've made the freeway pretty good by now. They did have lots of problems at the very beginning. I remember that at the very beginning I hated Truck Driver. That was like, I bought it, I tried using it. They didn't have peak left and right at the time. They didn't have mirrors, on-screen mirrors, and I was trying to drive with one hand with the steering wheel and having a controller in the other hand to control my head movement, and that was horrible. And this is why I don't want to do the same thing with On the Road Truck Simulator. At the time I stopped playing Truck Driver, and I didn't play it for months. And then when I got back to it, they've already fixed those problems, and the game became playable. And by now they've added a lot of things. They lots of updates, and it's a decent game right now. It's it's okay. Oh, this guy. Oh, did I get a speeding ticket? Okay, good. Let's see what's going on here. Because of the speeding ticket, I couldn't even see where I was supposed to go. But looks like I have to turn left here, and I'm in the wrong lane, so I'm gonna have to cut this guy off. Hopefully he doesn't murder me. Just a couple weeks ago, the traffic in this game would murder you if you stand in front of them. A couple updates ago, and then they fixed it. Let's see what happens now. Yeah, I cut this guy off. He didn't murder me. He stopped there to wait for me. Thank you, man. Thank you. The AI is way better. And on the right, I like to point out right now all the cars in the parking lot. So this is, I guess, part of the latest update. I have a feeling that last week it was still after the update when I went to pick up the load, and there weren't many cars. I'll have to watch the video. I'm not sure. But yeah, the cars are here now, so that's the latest update, I guess. And yes, it does look a little more lively when the parking lot is not empty, but it is not something that the game needed immediately. I think the game needs other fixes. This could have waited, although it's a good thing. I'm not complaining, but steering wheel support, peak left and right, and something to do with the mirrors would be much better right now at this point. So let me see if I can park this truck now. A like and subscribe would be very much appreciated. And don't forget the notification button that will notify you every time we upload awesome videos like this one. Okay, we're almost there. Almost there. Almost there, yeah. And I have a second load that I have to go back and pick up from Berlin and bring it here. There we go, green light. So it's gonna be probably another 2-3 episodes before I finish those 2 jobs. And yeah, I like to turn off the vehicle. It makes it a little more realistic. In real life, I wouldn't leave the truck running while it's being unloaded. Okay. I'm looking at this now. It looks like there's 2 jobs. Yeah, maybe I actually have both of them in my truck. Let's go check it out. Let's open up here. It does look empty when you open it. There's very few stuff in it. Let's see what's going on here. Yeah, this one also has 2. Maybe I have both of them. Maybe I don't have to go back to Berlin and get the second one. Looks empty now. Let's see if it prompts me to go back to Berlin to pick up the second job. Close up the doors here. By the way, I saw a comment from Fabian on Facebook, and he did say that the truck logistics simulator that was on Nintendo is actually going to move on to other consoles. I'd be willing to try it, even though it's the same company, and I'm really disappointed with this game. Actually, this company, I haven't played other of their games, but I've seen other games like Fernbus Simulator. That one looks awesome, and it does look like I don't have to go anywhere. I'm just gonna park here, and that'll be it for today. But yeah, Fernbus, and they have a new game that's coming out right now, The Bus, and it looks awesome. There are no talks of it coming to consoles yet, but it'd be nice if it comes to consoles. And of course, it'd be really nice first if they fix this game. But yes, I can tell that they can make good games, so The Bus is really awesome. From videos that I've seen of Fernbus, that game is also really nice. So I don't know what the problems is here with this steering wheels. Fabian is saying that it's really hard because they have to separately program each one of them, and it's easier on PlayStation 4, but at the same time, other games like Bus Simulator 18 Truck Driver didn't have this problem. But anyway, so I'm gonna leave the truck here, and that would be it for today. Thank you very much for spending the time, and I hope I'll see you in our next episode. Goodbye.